Comedian Sean Boyd from Just Therapy, the podcast. I got to talk to you about Detroit Auto Parts. They're the official parts store of Redline Radio. They have two convenient locations, one on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or the west side, 216-398-7373. Don't forget to mention Redline Radio and you receive 10% off your purchase. Make sure you hit up Detroit Auto Parts. Check them out.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl Shy from She Vibes, and Growing Wings Adult Services is the official sponsor of the State of the Art Studio 2. Growing Wings Adult Services have 5 years of experience of taking care of adults with disabilities. For more information, call Lisa at 234-334-7547. And don't forget to tune in to She Vibes on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. EST.
What's going on, everybody? It's Tim Buck 2 from Tim Buck Tuesday. But you know I'm here in Club Pizzle. And if you don't find me in Club Pizzle, it's probably because I'm over at Lucy Shenanigans. They got steak house food, so they got all type of bar food. And I think they got a steak. They have to have a steak. We call steakhouse, right? So if you want to find out, you can go ahead and go to their location, located at 2218 Broadview Road in Cleveland, Ohio. That's 44109. Michelle and the staff are always committed to giving their guests the best experience. And you can join them every Friday for some karaoke. You know I love the karaoke. And you can catch them when the Cavs playing. You know, Browns is done right now, but you can still catch them when they get started. So you can go up there or you can contact them at 216-675-0013. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, you know I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
Clear my throat on y'all real quick. You can fade that on down, Tim. You can fade that on down. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what day it is. And y'all know exactly who the hell I am. I want to welcome y'all to another episode of Club Pizzle right here on Redline Radio LLC. I am your host, Don P. You can call me Uncle Don. I'm your uncle's favorite potter. But y'all can still call me him, at least for another couple of days. But we here, man. I am so glad that you are able to join me. Thank everybody for y'all continued support of this show and this platform and the good people over at Redline Radio LLC. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Lisa. Hey, Dave, it's 2 weeks in a row. My fucking now-laters ain't here. If my now-laters ain't here next week, I ain't going on. I'm telling you that right now. I want my now-laters. Okay, Don, I'll get your now-laters. Talk about I'm going
Don.
Talking about I'm going to BA Sweeties. You better show up. You better be here with the fucking side profile, waiting at the door with my now-laters. I'm telling you that right now. I'm fucking around. No, that's my guy, man. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to Lisa. All the good folks over here at Redline Radio LLC. Timbuktu.
What up, dog?
AKA Timbuktu.
Timbuktu.
I'm not calling you Tim Buck. Fuck that. The ladies can call you Tim Buck if they nasty, but I'm not calling you Tim Buck. Fuck that. That's not happening. How you feeling, man? You good?
I'm excellent, man.
Excellent.
I'm great. I feel so good. It's crazy. Ow! Gee, you thought I was gonna sing right there. I ain't singing right there. I ain't gonna do it. James Brown's the bass.
You ain't gonna sing. You ain't gonna do. You ain't gonna go R&B Tim this early in the show.
No, it's too early. It's too
Too
early.
early.
See, that was more soul anyway. You know what I mean? He was more the
Timmy got soul. Timmy got
right.
soul.
I feel good.
Oh man, this is gonna be a great show tonight, man. I am in a great fucking mood. My birthday is in 2 days. Big 40 in 2 days, man. I'm excited and looking forward to it. And the reason is me being a young black man in today's America where we're dropping like flies and the police are treating us like animals in the streets and all kinds of stuff is happening. And the fact that I'm here to say that I'm turning 40 is a milestone for me. I had someone when I was like 16 to tell me that they were going to be marking my gravesite by the age of 21. Back when I was a kid in school. I don't know where the fuck this person is now. I hope you're somewhere near a speaker. I'm balling out of control. Can you hear my sneakers? Here I am, bitch. 2 days away from turning 40. You know, 21, me reaching 21 was a big goal of mine. Then reaching 25 was another big goal of mine. Then reaching 30, then reaching 35, and then reaching 40. You know, these are goals of mine. They're small goals, and it may not mean anything to anybody else out there, but they mean the fucking world to me. Just that I'm here to tell my story and blessed to be able to say that I am here. I have a beautiful family and some badass kids at home. Yes, my children are bad, but I still love them. I want to drop them off at the police station, but my wife won't let me do that. But
Come on, wifey.
But nonetheless, I'm still here. And I am here to tell it. Before we get into everything, man, let me shout out a couple of these sponsors, man. Shout out to Detroit Auto Parts. They are the official auto parts store of Redline Radio and the home of the original studio. They have 2 convenient locations on the east side, 216, call 216-531-7373 or call the west side location at 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off of your purchase. I really needed them last week or last Friday because I busted a tire. I was coming from a family function last week. We had a memorial for my cousin who passed away last month. And we had a memorial service for him. Rest in peace, Stan Lathan, my cousin, Stan the man. Rest in peace. We love you. We miss you. And as I'm leaving that, going down to the Cleveland Charge game at Wolstein, I'm driving down Kinsman, and they got like bumps in the road the size of turtle shells and shit, right? And I'm switching lanes, and as soon as I switch lanes, bam, right, my driver's side front tire. And I was like, ooh, I said, I hope I'm okay. And as soon as I said that, my dash popped on, and it was like tire low, and I was like, oh man, hopefully I can get to where I'm going. And then it just went down to zero. All my other tire, they let you know the tire pressure. My tire pressure was at zero. And I looked around and where the fuck I was at. I was like right next to 4th District and crossing 93rd and Kinsman. I said, there is no way in hell that I'm stopping right here and gonna be waiting on my insurance company to give me a tow truck to tow me where I need to go. So I ended up going to the game anyway. I drove down Kinsman all the way on a fucking flat, right? Got in the parking lot, enjoyed a half of the game, called my insurance company. They towed me home. I'm thinking like, all right, my tire isn't flat. There's not a hole in the tire. The guy that told me, we looked at the tire. There wasn't a hole in the tire. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm good. Maybe I can just go up to the tire shop and they can just put air in it and reseal it and all of that. When I got there, they're like, sir, you're going to need a new tire. And I'm like, damn. So that hit my pocket. So I was pissed. That kind of like put a damper on my whole weekend. Like I had all kinds of plans. I was supposed to be a guest on Dave's new show that debuted last Saturday, and I had to cancel that. And I also was supposed to be at another thing once I left there. I just was at home all weekend. That's how pissed I was. I was mad, like salty. Like, all right, I'm a couple $100 lighter in my pockets, and now I got, I was just mad. That shit would put a damper. I really needed y'all last week, Detroit Auto Parts. I mean, I could have called y'all, but y'all probably was closed because the shit happened at like 7:00 at night. It's like, damn, this shit will happen to me at this time of the day or at this time of night. So, I had to deal with that. But got my new tire, and my baby is rolling like she ain't never had a flat.
I'm rolling, car not stolen, probably never will be as much too old and smoking weed and feeling fine in my Lackville 79.
I thought you was gonna keep going, but it's all good. And also shout out to Growing Wings Adult Services, the official sponsor of the state-of-the-art Studio 2. Growing Wings Adult Services has over 7 years of experience of taking care of adults with disabilities. For more information, call Lisa at 234-334-7547. That is Growing Wings Adult Services. And speaking of Growing Wings Adult Services, isn't there an event going on at Growing Wings Adult Services?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What we got, Tim?
That is going to be the Live, Love, and Laugh Hard.
All right.
Family and friendly comedy event. It's only $5, man, and it's on the 28th at 5 p.m.
5 a.m. About to say 5 a.m.
Yeah, we got breakfast for you, nigga.
Y'all comedians get up that early?
Hell no, nigga. I don't get up that early for work, nigga. But you can get there if you want to come. It is 107 5th Street Southeast. That is Suite 7 in Barberton, Ohio, 44203. And that is sponsored by Grown Wings, which is also at the Grown Wings location.
All right, and who's gonna be on that show? I see my guy Tim Buck out there.
You told Tim Buck gonna get on that stage and get nasty.
Tim Buck too.
Even though it's a clean show, it is all clean comedy. But we gonna have Tsunami with a little T.
Shout out to Tsunami, she's funny.
Spike Lou.
Shout out to Spike Lou, he's funny.
Aunt Morrow.
Shout out to Aunt Mar, that's my guy, man. And he's my quarterback.
GW Nail.
Shout out to GW Nail, she's funny as hell.
Sister Lou.
I love Sister Lou. She is hilarious, and she reminds me of somebody in my family. Like she's hilarious.
And the homie Tyrone Gaines.
Tyrone Gaines, the Fresh Prince of Welfare.
The Fresh Prince of Welfare.
So make sure y'all get some tickets and go out to that. I'm gonna miss that show, unfortunately, because I don't plan on being able to speak English next weekend. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I don't plan on being able to speak English. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. What we got going on Saturday? My guy Lex Vegas, unapologetically funny.
Yes, it's this Saturday. My bad.
This Saturday,
Oh
yes.
yeah. Oh yeah, this Saturday. Yes, it's gonna be the unapologetically funny tour. It is gonna be back at the Old World Tavern.
Yes, sir. I've been to a few of those. I've been to like 2 or 3 of them. I believe.
You should go to this one because this one's gonna be fire, man.
Oh, I'm pulling up. That's my birthday night, so I'm definitely pulling up.
Gonna have Desmond Turner,
Yeah,
Fred,
Fred.
Ray Adams,
Yes, sir.
CJ Starr, Jen, Rob Coleman,
All right.
and hosted by Ahala.
All right.
That one is a free admission. That's gonna be at the Old World Tavern at the 661 East 185th Street in Euclid, Ohio. Bartenders Rita and Tabby will be pouring up all night.
Oh, they show a whole lot of love too. They show me like extra love on Uncle Nearest. I don't know what it is about the bars in Cleveland that serve Uncle Nearest. They show the extra love when they really don't have to. You can get like a half a shot on Uncle Nearest and be good for the night. That's my shit. That's what I drink. That's my regular. What I do. And all of these places, and include like my place where I regularly go, like they always hook me up on the Uncle Nearest. I'm like knowing where I go. I mean, I'm gonna get to it, but they always show the extra love on the Uncle Nearest. Make sure y'all come out, man. I'm gonna be out. Y'all can wish me happy birthday. Y'all can send me a couple dollars. I'm pulling up. That's my birthday night. You know, the birthday celebration has begun today, and I'm gonna be celebrating tonight, tomorrow, Saturday. And then I'm gonna go to work. I'm working all week. And then I gotta work. This is my weekend of work, but I'm still gonna celebrate it. It ain't gonna stop me from celebrating. Then I'm gonna just chill out Sunday through Thursday. And then when I come back in here next week, it's gonna be more birthday celebration. And then next Friday night, it goes down. I would love for all of you guys to meet me at Networks Restaurant and Lounge in Cleveland Heights for the big 40th celebration of myself. Make sure y'all come out, man. That is 3560 Mayfield Road. For those of y'all who are familiar, it is the old Gibbs in Severance Town Center. It ain't shit over there, but that in Dave's now. It's right behind Dave's. So come on out, man. Come kick it with me, man. I got a couple of tables set up. Y'all got to buy your own food. I just reserved the spot. Fuck it. They got good food there. Y'all might want to come on out, man. Come out and kick it with your boy, man. The big 40th birthday. Even if you stop by to just wish me a happy birthday and pin a couple dollars on me, I'm good with that. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be a fun night of celebration. Me turning 40. Myself, my beautiful wife is going to be out. I got a lot of my family been waiting on it. Like, when are you doing a party? You going to do a party? It's like, yes, I'm having a party. So y'all bring y'all asses out. Come out and kick it with your boy, man. I am so excited for that. I wish I could fast forward, but I can't do that because I have a guest here. My guest that I have here tonight, we go shoot the shit, man. Like, I got a few things we going to discuss and we going to talk about with him. But my guest, he is a staple here in the radio industry right here in Cleveland. My guy is at everything. He's at the fucking mayor's luncheons. He's at voter turnouts. He is everywhere. Anything for the kids, hip hop workshops down at Cleveland State. You're probably going to see this man's face. He is... Hold on, let me get it right. I'm going to get it right. You ain't got to tell me. I'm going to get it right. He is the host of Headlines and Headaches. He is the host of the Headline Eye. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, put your motherfucking hands together for my guy, Larry Gardner, in the building.
Thank you very much. The pod god has introduced me, so I am so happy right
Thank you,
now.
sir. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good, and it's good to see you.
It's good to see you. I'm glad that you have time By the way, happy birthday. And,
Thank you, sir.
And welcome to the club of being 40.
I love the 40. I
Right.
can't wait, man.
The 40 and up club. I'm
40 club.
yes, I'm 47 and I'm happy.
I mean, the AARP shit ain't kicked in yet, but I mean,
it will soon.
but I got
Trust
to look. But I got a whole bunch of coupons and shit for my birthday. I
Hey.
got some dinners, and I got a coupon from Brio and Legacy Village that I'm gonna take advantage of
Use them
sometime.
bitches.
I got Nike done sent me some shit. Dick's Sporting Goods done sent me some shit. So y'all know I'm going to buy me a fresh
Oh,
pair
yeah.
of kicks, and I'm gonna have on a pair of kicks that y'all ain't seen me in for my birthday next week.
By the way,
I got a lot of shit. Like
Right.
they just been like birthday shit. They send me shit. The only thing about my birthday that I don't like and that I'm pissed off about is I gotta spend time at the license bureau. That's the one thing that I hate.
That's the downside. By the way, him got game. I check out the link in Jesus Shuttlesworth jersey right now. You got on. I am so. Thank you. Yes. Jesus. And I know a couple of people right now that need Jesus. By the way, when I watched,
We don't get to him.
yeah. By the way, when I watched, I looked at a picture of Megan Hall, the police officer, and I played NWA's "Fuck the Police" on the way over here.
We gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. We put the cart in front of the horse. We
Right,
gonna get to it.
okay. So what's going on, man?
Before we get into that, man, I have a few questions for you. These are short and sweet questions.
Hello.
You have two shows, Headlines and Headaches and the Headlining Eye. What is the difference between the two shows?
Well, one is 2 hours, the Headline Eye on Nerve DJs. Shout out to the Godfather DJ Johnny O. And the one is on voiceofradio.com. Shout out to EP, the show host, Errol Porter. The thing about it is that when I first started Headlines and Headaches back in 2016, February 1st, 2016, 216 or whatever the hell.
Nice.
So that was the year that the Cavaliers won the championship. And I was doing everything, and then I was actually the first show on Monday, the day after the Cavaliers beat the Warriors, come back from that 3-1 lead to win. You know, I was at home smoking my cigarettes to the point where I had to use 2-packs because they was getting on my nerves, nervous as hell. So
there's a lot of that going on in Cleveland.
Right.
There's a lot of stress. That time,
right. So I was the first show to announce the Cavaliers won, and then Voice of Radio broke off into the sports show because I was, everything from political to sports and everything I was covering that. I saw the police car that they stomped on when they won the championship, and I asked the cop, "Was you mad?" He was like, "Hell no, the Cavaliers won the championship. I'm not mad. They can get another one."
I think I might have walked on top of that police car on my way to the bus stop.
Everybody.
That night. I think I might have. I was all over downtown that night.
Right. I was that morning, that night, I was high-fiving businessmen and stuff like that, just celebrating. Me and my father hug. And the thing about it is when they won, it was Father's Day too.
Yeah. Yep.
And I bought my son a Kyrie Irving jersey because he said Kyrie was the same age as him, and he was like 5 or 6 at the time. so it was, but when Voice of Radio teamed up with Nerve DJs back in 2017 and went there until 2019. Until Voice of Radio decided, they wanted their own studio again. So they was in Nerve DJ studio. So when I was decided, I said, well, which one I'm going to go to? I asked Johnny O and also the DJ, the human T-Rex, I'm probably going to be leaving, Nerve going to Voice It. Johnny O said before it was the COVID season, before he caught COVID, he said, why don't you do a show here and you can still do it, Voice It, because I like what you're doing. I was bringing in a lot of people was like Chantel Brown, Congresswoman Chantel Brown, now Mayor of Cleveland, Justin Bibb, Jeff Johnson.
Cousin Jeff.
Right.
Cousin Jeff. Shout out to Cousin Jeff.
Shout out to Cousin Jeff. And, Zach Reed and bringing all the big people. I didn't ask him. I asked him about the DUIs, but,
Did you have a little taste for him? You had a little Wild Irish Rose?
No, I made
a little Coke 45.
I made sure that day was. You want
little Coke 45.
I made sure that day was dry.
No, shout out to Zach Reed though.
Right.
Zach he did great things for Mount Pleasant when he was there.
Right.
So shout out to Zach. Like I get my jokes off. I bumped into this. It's funny. Like one of my cousins had a birthday party. This was some years ago. This was after the, all of his cases had came out, and he was caught up in all of that stuff. One of my cousins threw a birthday party down at. It wasn't Hank's at the time. It was in that building, though. I forgot. It might have been Fresh at the time. They didn't change the name of that damn place so much, but it definitely wasn't Hank's.
Right.
Because everybody, if you from Cleveland and you grew up at a certain time, you knew how dangerous Hank's was. You knew
I
not
got
to
a
go up in
story
there.
about Hanks. I'm gonna say later.
You knew not to go in there. But it was another name at the time, and my cousin threw a birthday party down there. And we down there and we kicking it with my family. And we just happened to just look up over in the corner, and Zach Reed's ass is just chilling down in the corner. Like it was crazy, man.
Zach be everywhere.
But Zach is actually a good dude. Like all of the conversations that I've ever had with Zach Reed have always been good conversations. It's always been like some cordial things. Even when I worked the campaign for somebody that was running for his seat in Congress some years ago, like he came down to the polls. He was an all right guy.
He's a cool guy.
Even though I was on the other side of him, he was nice about it. He was gracious, and I'm still gonna get the jokes off. I'm still gonna get the funnies off, dog. They caught you slumped in front of Hanini's in your car. They took pictures of you. These is your constituents, bro.
Right.
They caught you.
Somebody snitched for real, like a motherfucker. I feel bad for him. But
no, they had the hidden cameras when he was down in the warehouse district down there kicking it. He had all of them shits. He had put the envelope over the parking
right.
Like
damn it, Zach. Damn it.
But you know what? I'm gonna reach out and try to find Zach Reed. I would love to have a sit down and have a conversation with Zach, just to see what he has going on now, and just to talk about everything, because honestly, I don't think anybody's ever sat down to get his side of the story. I'm that person. Yes, I'm gonna get my jokes off, and everybody's gonna say what they're gonna say, but I want him to actually give the people his side and give him the opportunity to talk about what he needs to talk about. And that's if he wants to. So if anybody knows Zach Reed, get Zach out here. Tell Zach, hit your boy up, and we gonna have a talk.
I can probably dig him up somewhere. But yeah, it was very important, because I always feel like this. There's always this power structure in everything. Politics, music, things of that nature. There's a power structure. You got the head, and you got the people. Judges are important. You talk about your council people, but the thing about it is like the judges are important, because if you get arrested or you get in trouble, guess who you're going to see?
Not to the judge.
Right. You're going to the judge. So it's always good to elect the right people for those judicial seats. And that's why I always believe in the power to vote, believe in the power. I mean, I actually got with Mayor Michael White. I was 14 years old.
Old Mike White.
Yeah, so
White Mike.
Oh yes, pretty much. And my father was on his campaign, and he was like, "Well, I need for you to pass out these stuff for election." It was election day. I got off the bus from school. He dragging shout out to Larry Senior, my dad, dragging my ass to the polls and stuff like that. Funny story is that my father worked in entertainment. He was responsible for putting the cape on James Brown as far as on the road.
Seriously?
Yeah. But this Negro got fired. You know why?
How long I've been knowing you and I ain't never heard that story?
Because of the simple fact of the matter is he got fired. That's why I don't say it.
Hey, he had the job though.
He had the job. He was like, he got high one day.
Oh, that's funny that I sing that, and that's crazy.
Right. And he got high one day, and he's like, Larry, they sent him back all the way back to Cleveland. My mother was mad as hell.
Was it in the movie?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't in the movie?
It wasn't in the movie.
I was about to say, I'm about to go home and watch the movie. Hey, it's right there.
got fired. He was one of many people that got. James didn't play. If you forget to put the cape on James, your ass was gone. So
listen, I saw the way he reacted when that lady took a shit in his bathroom in that movie. Like, I want to know how true that story was. Is that what started the high-speed chase? You walk up in the building, somebody done took a shit in your bathroom, so you grab a shotgun and you grab the. You know what?
Yeah,
we gonna
leave that alone.
We gonna move on.
We gonna move on. Yeah, we gonna move on.
But that's a great. So see, I've been knowing Larry for a few years. We've been knowing each other for a few years. We've been Facebook friends for years. Me and this guy argue back and forth on Facebook for years about shit.
You challenged me though. It's still sharp and steel, so I like that.
See, that's what I'm saying. And it's a respect thing.
Right
here. Like it's big time.
You're one of the reasons that I got the second show. You called yourself the pod guy. I'm like, I gotta step my damn motherfucking game up.
You know what? I love hearing shit like that because, you know, it's people out there who think they can sit in my seat and think they can have my spot. A lot of y'all don't put in enough time and enough work. Y'all not on air long enough to fuck with me. Yes, I'm talking my shit. This is my birthday week.
Yeah, you should do
my birthday weeks.
I'm
gonna pop my shit.
You know, when you get past 40, hopefully you're not in the police target practice range because they looking for young dudes.
I try to stay as far out of that range as I possibly can.
So, and I feel bad for you flying down Kinsman, hitting them potholes.
I wasn't even flying down Kinsman. I was doing like 30.
That's enough for them potholes. Just to do 30 down East Cleveland, your car will be swallowed down Euclid near there.
I am never driving up there ever again.
Ever.
Okay. But
let's get back to
besides name your favorite guest that you've had on your show.
Ooh.
Not named Don P.
Okay. That would be former mayor of East Cleveland, Eric Brewer.
Wait. I need some background. I need some context.
Well, let's see. Eric Brewer was running for the mayor of the city of Cleveland when the last time Frank ran. And of course, he was the mayor of East Cleveland before he got ousted because of the cross-dressing thing.
That's what I was about to say. That's the one I was doing.
So
I need a little bit of context.
Yeah, so that was Eric Brewer. But, you know, the thing about it is I brought it up. He said something, you know, it was like, it is what it is, you know. But Eric is a smart motherfucker. I mean, he knows every ordinance, law, things of that nature.
I mean, in that field, you have to.
Yeah, but no, he memorizes that shit.
You have to.
Yeah. So, and that was the first one. The second one is Justin Bibb when he was running in the primary, who became mayor of the city of Cleveland.
Shout out to Justin Bibb, man.
I'm black.
I am rooting for him to be that young and decide at that age, I want to run for mayor of a city, of a major American city. And not only just run, to win. That is a huge, because what is he, 32, 33?
34.
34.
He's 34. Third favorite guest was, and third was Chantel Brown. She showed up on both shows when she was running for Congress. Fourth one was Nina Turner, who was running against Chantel.
Did you have them both on at the same time? You should have had them both on at the same time.
I couldn't. No,
like the cat fight ensued.
No, I didn't want that to happen. I didn't have enough. There's not enough, towels in the world to clean up the blood if that would have happened.
Was it that bad?
It was that to the point.
Oh, that's right. They was flinging mud.
It was
I remember that
flinging like fuck mud. It was something else. SHIT. But when Nina said, voting for Biden and Trump is like choosing between two bowls of shit. So yeah, it was. Yeah, and Chantel was on Biden's side. So
I mean, that is politics, though. You got two bowls of shit. Which one you want? You want the runny shit, or do you want the solid shit? Which one do you want?
All right. And the number fifth person, and shout out. First of all, I gotta give his dad a shout out, who's my uncle. Shout out to my uncle Easter Brown, who turned 79 on yesterday.
All right.
So his middle child, Reggie Brown. Reggie Brown was the defensive back for Youngstown State University. That was when Jim Tressel was coaching Youngstown State University.
When he was doing all the scandals out there.
Right, yeah, pretty much. And they was winning the championships and stuff like that. Youngstown State was the one defensive backfield that stopped Stephen McNair in Alcorn State. I watched that on ESPN.
Nice.
So I had to bring in, the problem was bringing Reggie on. That was Super Bowl week between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. But that was also the same fucking week that Kobe Bryant and Gianna was killed in that damn helicopter crash. We had to talk about that.
And that was also the same week that I walked away from my first podcast that I had going. Like that is a wild, sometimes it's a wild moment. And I was celebrating my 5th year on air,
but I ain't had to win to celebrate it that way because I love Kobe. And, you know, the tragedy was that it was like him and Gigi, and she was his heir. You know, I could see
She
her.
was it. She was up next.
That was her pretty much. And I just feel bad that it had to go down that way. And, you know, I didn't like Kobe at first. When
A lot of people didn't.
But I came to respect his drive, the mama mentality. And, you know, after you tear your Achilles, you still shoot free throws. Come on, man.
Check this out. I just watched the story about that this morning. I was watching an interview with Gary Vitti on he was on a podcast with Byron Scott.
Okay.
And he was telling that story of when that happened. He was saying he got out there and he was talking to Kobe, and Kobe was trying to figure out a way to stay in the game. He was like, well, I tried to rub it out and get it to go back. And he was like, Kobe, it don't work that way. He was like, well, can you wrap it up? He was like, no, Kobe, it don't work that way.
Right.
So he was like, all right, so this is what has to happen. He's like, I'm gonna give you the option. He's like, if you can't go back out there, Mark Jackson can pick any player on this team to shoot those 2 free throws. Or you can go out there and shoot the free throws. Kobe said, I'm shooting those free throws. So Gary Vitti said he went and he told everybody what was going on. He said Kobe walked the length of the floor. He walked back to the Laker bench because it happened in front of the Warriors bench.
Right.
They're bad. They were shooting at that end.
Right.
He walked that end, walked back towards the Lakers bench, to the Lakers bench, and then walked back to shoot the free throws, and then had to walk back to the locker room. I say that man's legend continues to grow. Do that. The fact that he said, well, I was trying to rub it to because with a ruptured Achilles, and he said he asked him, and this is what happens with all Achilles. He said it felt like somebody kicked him. It felt like somebody kicked him in the back of his leg, and that's what it feels like when you rupture an Achilles. It's not like it rolled up his leg. When it ruptures, like it's still there, but it's just a place where it ruptures.
Right.
And then he said, they got back to the locker room. You know, he said Kobe kept composed until he got back to the locker room and got away from all the cameras and stuff. And then he lost it a little bit. Look, there go the sirens. I had to fight fucking motorcycles in the summer and got to hear sirens in the wintertime.
Ain't that about a bitch?
But he said, you know, Kobe got, you know, he got emotional. He lost it. And he said by the time Vanessa and the kids came back there, he sucked it all up and he got himself together. And then on top of that, Kobe had surgery the very next morning.
Damn.
Which most in those cases, they don't do that.
Right.
They don't do those kind of surgeries just because it's a rupture, there's bleeding down there. It's possible, you know, it's dangerous in doing that.
Super damage.
But Gary Vitti said Kobe would have found somebody to do this surgery with or without him. Like that was that surgery was going to happen as quickly as he could get it to happen so he could get back to rehabbing. Because remember, after it happened, probably like maybe a week or two after that, you saw Kobe on a treadmill and some kind of little funny little contraption that he was trying to get himself back to get himself ready to be ready to play in November. And this happened in May.
Right, exactly.
Like
it takes a year for you to get back to where you're supposed to be
to fully get back.
So yeah, he was.
But I think for regular mere mortals, yes, it takes a year. But for professionally trained athletes, their healing time, and they figured this out. And with medical technology, they figured it out. You know, certain people, you're going to be right. Which is why I think DeMar Hamlin survived. And we're going to get to DeMar Hamlin a little bit later. He survived just because of the physical condition that he was in. Had that been me, who's not in shape, I wouldn't have made it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
My ass would have been dead on the field. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like, they wouldn't have been able to bring me back. Or if they would have brought me back, I would have still been in a coma today. And this was 2-3 weeks ago this happened.
Right.
I would have still been in the hospital and still messed up. But with these athletes, and I was explaining that to somebody at work, I say these guys are professionally trained athletes.
Right.
These guys are in tip-top physical condition.
Very.
So certain things with them, like it's a bit of it is a miracle. It is a medical miracle. And the fact that I did hear a story about a hockey player who had a heart attack on a Tuesday and came back and played in the game on a Saturday. This is kind of sort of recent.
I gotta give a shout out because he was in Cincinnati, and got a funny story about this. I was trying out for the UC basketball team when I first went down to the University of Cincinnati. I don't know if you remember a guy named Curtis Bostic. He was 6'5", 275 pounds.
Yeah, I remember him.
And you know, I was like 6'2", like 180. And I was trying to get the rebound against him. He stepped on my foot and I twisted my ankle. I'm glad that my foot is still here. And
you run into big motherfuckers like that, man. It ain't no joke.
Right.
Like, I've run into professional athletes, just shaking a professional athlete's hand. It's like, hey, man, you want to loosen your grip just a little bit? Like, damn, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Right. And
like, hey, man, I'm a regular person. Like, I'm average height,
right?
Average size.
I'm average height to your ass. All right. So yeah. So the USC medical team has always been great, and it was great to me. And I know that they handled Demar.
They're one of the best hospitals in the country. I mean, of course, like Cleveland Clinic is top dog, number one.
Exactly.
Where do I want to go? Let's get into a few headlines. I have two headlines that I want to get to before I get to my sports stuff. And we're going to do Pizzle's Picks. And since you're here, you're going to be our guest picker for Pizzle's Picks this week.
Let's
get to a couple of headlines. Now, we celebrated and acknowledged the birthday of Martin Luther King, something that's been going on in this country for quite some time.
Exactly.
They honor him. I mean, his birthday is January the 15th, and the first Monday after his birthday is the day that they observe where, you know, it's a national holiday.
Yes.
Except for Arizona, I believe. I don't know if they still do this. I don't know what the fuck what's going on in Arizona.
I think they finally did something years later, but begrudgingly, but fuck them.
Fuck John McCain.
All right, thank you.
But
he's dead now, but you know, still.
Oh shit, damn. I didn't mean that.
He's been dead for years.
So John McCain died? Wow. Where the fuck was I at?
I think that's when everybody was mad at Trump because Trump said that he was still capturing.
You know what? Nah, you say that. I do remember that because
Trump's an asshole.
I mean, but dude did get caught in
he did get caught in Vietnam. But
why the fuck would I vote for you and you got caught? Like you were in POW. You know what? We gonna leave that alone. Look. Anyway. Martin Luther King Jr. He was. I don't even know how to get to this.
You mean this? You're talking about?
I got it.
Go ahead.
Now, to honor, and I use the term honor very loosely.
Okay.
In this particular situation,
go ahead.
There's a statue that was built in Boston, Massachusetts. It is supposed to be homage to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But the looks of this, Tim, just put it up. Just show the picture. What the fuck is this? I want some. What the fuck is this? What is it?
I don't know, but I swear for God, I think Megan Hall tried to fuck it. I'm sorry.
And listen, they say this is art, and art is subjective, and I am subjectively saying that this is a piece of shit. This looks like it's called the embrace, but it looks like two women hands embracing a penis. Is what it looks like. It looks like shit. Like this is the worst statue I've ever seen in my life, including shit that I tried to make when I was a kid.
You mean worse than the free stamp downtown?
No, I love the free stamp.
You like the free
I
stamp?
love the free stamp.
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. I love the free stamp.
A lot of people didn't like it. I actually love it, but
I think the free stamp, like, it's one of those things that make Cleveland. Like,
Right.
to me, like, you come to Cleveland,
you see the
get
free
your
stamp.
ass downtown, take a picture in front of the free stamp. I got a funny story about that. Like, me and my cousins, like, we used to just be at downtown for no reason at all. And we were walking down there past the free stand one time, and it was this guy, like, he stopped us, and this dude was just so like, hey man, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you get a picture of me and my girl in front of the free stamp?
Wow.
This is about 2002-ish,
Right.
somewhere in there. You know, we just downtown, just for the hell of it. Well, we might have been down there going to see some girls or some whatever the reason we were down there. We
Don't
was
tell
just down
yourself
there.
you're married. Don't tell yourself. But
This is 20 years ago. My wife knows this story.
All right, but
we're down there, and this dude, hey, can you get a picture of me and my girl in front of the free stamp? Like, we get the picture. Man, this dude hugged me like I was a family member he hadn't seen in years. He was so happy. He embraced me and my cousin. Thank you, man. I say, man, this month he is about to get him some action tonight.
exactly.
I wonder if he got home. I wonder if he made homegirl a mother that night. Who knows?
Probably.
That was just a wild story. Thank you, Nina, very, very much. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Nina. Shout out to my girl, Nina Nicole.
What's up?
But back to the statue. Put that picture of that statue. Put that shit back up.
You know,
Shit is,
I understand that you want to put it up, but I'm already fucking blind. I don't want to be fucking really blind. I'm already like losing. I'm like 2,200 and shit. That's why I'm wearing these glasses. That's disgusting.
So check this out. This story is courtesy of CNN, written by Justin Gamble. Backlash ensued soon after a monument meant to honor Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife, Coretta Scott King's legacy in Boston was unveiled. The 20-foot tall, 40-foot wide, the Embrace statue was unveiled Friday on Boston Common, where King gave a speech on April 23rd, 1965, in front of a crowd of 22,000. The statue was inspired by a photo of King, and you can put the photo up of what it's supposed to look like of King and Scott King, which was captured them hugging after he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. Now, can you just toggle between the like, I see it, but no. What the
First of all, I heard a black man made this statue.
I'm gonna get to that.
But where the fuck are the heads, man? Where are the heads? Listen, I am upset. Why you gonna leave the arms and shit? Where the heads at? You want to honor them fully. Put the heads up. And I understand that it's in Boston because Boston probably didn't like Martin Luther King Jr. anyway.
Boston didn't like black folks. Them motherfuckers in Boston. Bill Russell won them 11 championships in 13 years, and you know how they repay him? They broke in his house and took a shit on his bed. That's how they celebrated and honored the man who brought championships and banners to your city. And that's how you honored him and how you
pretty much
repaid him.
They did some Amber Heard type shit.
They treated him like shit. He couldn't eat where he wanted. He couldn't sleep where he wanted. He couldn't do anything but put him on the basketball court, and he was their favorite nigger. Yes, I'm here today. We're here to talk today. I'm here to talk.
And so you know what?
Y'all can try to cast me if you want to, but what do I always say? You can't cancel him. If y'all ain't cancel me by now, the shit ain't gonna happen.
Oh shit! I'm like,
Boston, hold this L for this one.
No, they need to hold like 4 L's for that bitch. I'm like, the thing about it is like, how much that shit cost?
$10 million.
You mean an extra $5 million? You couldn't put the heads on it. Like, if you're trying to honor the man's legacy, you put the head on there of both him and Coretta Scott. You ain't trying to honor them nothing. Well,
all right, so check this out.
The kids are mad, probably.
So check this out. Check this out. Seneca Scott, a community organizer in Oakland, California, and cousin of Scott King, told CNN the statue was insulting to his family. He previously described it as a masturbatory metal homage in an essay published by Compact magazine. If you can look at it from all angles, and it's probably two people hugging each other, it's 4 hands. It's not missing the heads. That's the atrocity that other people clamp onto that. It's a stump that looked like a penis. That's a joke. That's what Scott said.
She's absolutely fucking right. That's why that thought cop tried to fuck it. I'm just saying. I mean, it's like the thing about it is that I am. If you're trying to, like, you know what you could do with that $10 million? Community development for poor people in the Boston area, especially for minorities and everything else like that. You could have did something better than that, than to put that piece of shit statue up. You could have had scholarships. You could have made a memorial for Martin Luther King and had little children write letters, like my son's age, like 10 and 11-year-olds and shit like that. You could have did that. You could have gave them prize money or scholarship money for bringing essays and for scholarships to go to schools and stuff like that.
Amen.
So you could have did that with that 10 million instead of what that's just a big ass waste of money. And I'm sure that the taxpayers are really, really happy, sarcastically, about that bullshit that was put in. Where is it at?
But wait, there's more. The art piece designed by Brooklyn-based conceptual artist Hank Willis Thomas. Nigga, your name is Henry. Your name is Henry.
No. See,
your name is Henry Thomas.
I'm gonna reveal something. Henry's my middle name. Don't give that motherfucker
no,
my
his
middle name.
name is Henry. You ain't just about to get out here and call yourself Hank. Like, we ain't gonna disrespect Hank Aaron. Rest in peace. Nigga, your name is Henry. Only features the couple's arms during the embrace and not their heads, which has sparked criticism and mockery online. While some people defended the sculpture, like folks, we know who defended it.
Right.
Others described it as hideous or disrespectful, with social media users posting memes saying it resembled a sex act, which brings us to homegirl who got Thomas the Tank Engine. We gonna pull a train. You know what I mean? It brings that. This is
fuck the police.
Listen, this is so bad, and this is embarrassing.
Go ahead and say it.
And the minute anything crazy goes on in this country, the next crazy racial thing that goes on in this country, I guarantee you the first fucking target is gonna be them bullshit ass arms.
Right.
I bet the house on it. This is absolutely horrible,
bet the house
man.
And my cell phone money on that shit.
This is horrible. Like, I'm
surprised the riot didn't ensue.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot to make me mad or take me there. And we're gonna go on. We might go on a little bit of overtime tonight. Right, I mean, they forgive me.
I got shit else to do.
Dave owed me 3 packs of now later, so fuck it. We're gonna go over just a little bit.
Give him the now and laters, Dave.
But as a black man in this country, and as a black person in this country, and black people, whether you agree with Dr. King's dream and his agenda or not, should look at this as a spit in your face. And the fact that this was designed by a black man is even worse. That shit is horrible. And I'm trying not to curse. And I said I was going to try to limit my curses, but sometimes you got to curse to get your point across.
You know what? Let me go ahead and say this. And I'm probably going to be cursing right about now. Mr. Whoever the fuck you are, you should be ashamed of yourself for putting that bullshit up.
Husky Head Henry is what his name is.
Bitch ass Henry is what his name is going to be on my book, because the simple fact of the matter is that Martin Luther King went through bows and arrows, and the man was killed for our freedoms to do whatever we wanted to as black men and women in this country and for other minorities. And you have the motherfucking gall to ask, I don't know where the fuck you got the $10 million from, but somebody should ask for their money back, because you should have stopped it at the door and said, as an African-American man, he fought for your freedoms as well as my freedom, as well as Pizzle freedom, as well as everybody's freedoms in this room as well. And your punk ass, your bitch ass gonna put up that statue without the heads on it? You lost your fucking mind?
It's horrible.
It's Martin Luther King Jr. and corrupt. It's him and his wife. You disrespected an African-American couple. Plus of all, you disrespected an African-American woman who stood by her African-American man when he was getting shot, stabbed. This man got arrested for our freedoms, I think, over 100 fucking times. And you gonna put that shit up as a black man? I should slap the shit out you. I really should. I don't want to choose violence, but I and the rest of the King children should go to your home in Brooklyn or wherever the fuck you hiding at and take you out and just kick you until you realize, until you put the hairs on there, or take that fucking shit down in Boston. And I don't care how the colonizers feel about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Gardner.
I don't care how the colonizers feeling about it, because of the simple fact of the matter is that y'all hated every single person who's white who recites King's speeches and honors him and stuff like that. Your ancestors hated him, period. So don't
We
give me
here.
that
Okay,
bullshit.
since we here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, on Monday,
Right.
Bernice King, one of Dr. King's children,
Uh-huh.
chose violence. I got the tweet. I'm going to read it.
Go ahead and read that tweet, please.
Bernice said, please don't act like everyone loved my father.
Mm-hmm.
He was assassinated.
Amen. Preach, Bernice.
Let me read that again. I got to read
Say
that.
it louder for the motherfuckers in the back.
I got to read that again. Please don't act like everyone loved my father.
Mm-hmm.
He was assassinated. A 1967 poll reflected that he was one of the most hated men in America. Most hated.
Mm-hmm. More hated than Malcolm?
Most hated.
Damn.
Many who quote him now and evoke him to deter justice today will likely hate and may have already hate the authentic King. Let me get some hand claps and a couple air horns
God, shit.
for Bernice King.
I black fist up for Bernice King, 2 of them for that shit. Now, let me just say this.
I wonder how long she sat there with that. Like, she probably woke up that morning, seen all this bullshit, saw that bum ass statue, was like, you know what? Let me speak my piece.
She just turned the middle finger up at that
I just follow her because of that. I was like, let me go on to follow Bernice, because she probably gonna say some more profound shit. Black History Month is right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
So shit is happening.
The shortest Black History Month should be in June.
Yeah,
June
we
15th.
don't get enough.
That'll be another hour.
Next headline. We're gonna talk about the fact that I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why is everybody so worried about what Lori Harvey is doing?
You know what? I'm not. She's 26 years old. I think they're trying to compare her to her mother. Now, the story of Marjorie Harvey, as you know, before she met our boy here, Steve Harvey, who's from Cleveland, Ohio, in the Glenville area. Before she met Steve in them hats, before he became a big time comedian, she was married to one of the founding members of the Black Mafia family, BMF. And I think that they're trying to compare Lori to her mama because of the simple fact of the matter is her mama married for clout and money. That's what they're saying.
Do we know that to be true?
I do not know that to be true, but the thing about it is that they do that to try to say, to discredit. And the thing about it is I'm not going to discredit an African-American woman like Lori because, first of all, she's 26. She went with Michael B. Jordan. Now she's with the dude from Snowfall.
Shout out to Dan Summers.
Hey, I love him. They all in Snowfall.
He's
really,
awesome.
He is very awesome.
He's awesome.
But the thing about it is like, we forget, just like the Kyrie Irving thing with the tweet, we want to down him. We wanted to down Deion for leaving Jackson State, but Brett Favre was stealing money from the poor.
He gave it back.
Yeah, he gave it back, but he's taking money.
He gave it back.
All right, but the thing is that we want to down our own, but you got a whole ass white woman that look like a goddamn moon pie face ass fucking the whole police department, at least half the motherfuckers. Like, there's only 40,000 people in that La Verge, Tennessee area. I'm like, think about it, 40,000 people. 40,000 people. That's 40 people on the police department. She screwed 7 motherfuckers. That's like, what is that? Like a 15% or something like that? Damn near 20. She screwed 20% of the police department. And her husband is a state trooper. Oh, poor Jedediah, whatever his name is. And they had the fucking nerve to wear matching pajamas on Christmas Day.
Hey, it be like that. But listen, man,
I got a question for you.
My take on Lori Harvey.
Right.
She's young. She's having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And check this out. she's been in relationships with Michael B. Jordan,
Right.
Damsung Idris,
Mm-hmm.
I guess Future, whatever.
Yeah, Future.
She already refuted Puffy and his son, so we're gonna throw that out. That's 3 relationships in 5, let's just say 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's an average of 2 years per person.
Right.
Let's just say, listen, some of y'all know, y'all got some family members, and ladies, some of y'all best friends. Y'all ain't got some of the best friends. Listen, I'm married now, but I ain't been a saint my whole life. I ain't been.
I'm still not a saint. I am not going to lie here.
Listen, stop acting like what this girl is doing is so wrong. Let me tell y'all something. If this was Tony Braxton right now, listen. I'm about to run this down. I'm gonna run this down to y'all.
And don't. If Kat Danielle is listening, don't have her cuss you out because Tony Braxton is one of her favorite singers.
I love Tony Braxton.
Right.
But check this out. Tony Braxton got a hell of a hit list. Well, she got a hell of a list of a dating list. And this is
go ahead and run it down because I think one of them is Curtis Martin, right?
Her list from 1993 to 1999 when she got married, she makes Lori Harvey look like fucking Mother Teresa. Okay. Let me start this off. 1993, Frankie Beverly.
Damn.
Go ahead, Frankie. Shit, go. Frankie Beverly is a smooth old motherfucker, boy. I swear, when I was little, I promise you on everything. When I was little, I said when I get older, I want my beard to look like Frankie Beverly because Frankie Beverly
still got that beard.
He got the smoothest gray white fucking beard ever.
He's still smooth as fuck.
From 1993 to 1994. A guy named Brian Reed, who was one of her producers who helped launch her career.
Right.
1994 to 1995, Shamar Moore. That's 3.
Right.
She already got Lori beat.
1996,
Jim Jackson and Jason Kidd at the same damn time.
Weren't they teammates on Dallas Mavericks?
Y'all remember that?
They were I think that's why one of them want to get traded. They're like,
y'all don't remember that. Let's come on. Y'all love digging for shit. Wait, hold on, Larry. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Y'all love digging for shit. Y'all always love trying to look at people's past and shit. Well, here we are. We here right now. I'm here to talk to y'all. Teammates, the same damn team. She ruined the fucking Dallas Mavericks. I mean, they probably weren't gonna win the championship any damn way, but you got these 2 young basketball players drafted to the same team as she's dating. I mean, it was rumored, but fuck it, it's true now.
Jamal Mashburn ain't been the same since.
So we gonna roll there.
Go ahead.
And from 1996 to 1998, former New England Patriots and New York Jets running back Curtis Martin, and that is before she met her husband, the guy from Mint Condition.
Oh, okay.
Who looked like one of the DeBarge brothers.
Right.
He do look like Chico DeBarge. He looks a lot like Chico. And meaning after she got married, after her divorce, she dated Eddie Murphy.
Right.
She dated Eddie Murphy. Kerry Lewis is my guy's name.
Kerry Lewis.
From 1999 to July 2013. But this thing says in 2012, she was messing with Eddie Murphy. So not only we here to talk about it, right?
Party all the time.
We're gonna talk about it.
Eddie Murphy.
Y'all want to talk about it. And most recently, she was with Birdman, and that ended in 2020. So that's how many. And then y'all talk about all of these. I mean, y'all want to bring up the Kardashians. At least they all got kids by the same person. Kim's kids is by Kanye. Chloe's kids is by Tristan. And Courtney's kids is by that old goofball dude. Erykah Badu.
Tiger?
No, not Tiger.
Well, who's
Kylie's kid is by what's my guy's name? Travis Scott.
Okay. Yeah.
And Courtney has the kids by the one stupid ass dude from the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, where was I going with this? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Y'all talk about the Kardashians. At least all their kids is by the same person. Y'all don't say shit about Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu then ran through the conscious rap community in DOC. She got a kid by DOC, she got a kid by Andre 3000, and she got a kid by Think Homie from Dead Prez.
Ooh, you brought Erykah up. Ooh, that is true. Though.
I mean,
well, look, let it be known. I know. But but the thing about
my inbox is open for anybody who wants to talk about this. Like, y'all gotta
there's
keep
gonna
that.
be some knife emojis in your shit
Y'all
tonight.
bring them shits. Like I said, this is my fucking birthday week. I'm here to celebrate, but I'm gonna talk about this shit. We gonna talk about it. Y'all want to talk about it? Like,
I have no argument as far as that.
so stop. Like,
I don't have.
I think that girl. I don't care if she slept with the entire Los Angeles Lakers basketball team. I don't know any sane woman that would, because they are fucking horrible.
Right.
But even still, let these people have fun and let her do what she do. So what? She jumping from dick to dick. It ain't y'all.
Listen,
And stop acting like y'all wasn't doing this shit at 26. Like, she's a 26-year-old girl. She is out just living her life.
Okay, and I'm gonna say this. And some of these women who are criticizing
Some
Lori,
of y'all at 26 was down at the Millennium busting it wide open.
and I was a street promoter for Big Hef, so I probably seen some of y'all motherfuckers down there.
The Millennium, the fucking Spy Bar down there busting it open.
Oh, the
Cheese
motor.
and Moet.
The motor.
The motor.
Mhm.
Come on, let's talk about it.
Let's
Top
talk.
of the flats. Come
All
on
right.
now, stop acting like y'all is fucking perfect. Stop getting on these apps and stop jumping on social media and acting like y'all wasn't busting it wide open to Ice Cube and Master P on my hoe at the Kinsman Party Center when y'all was fucking teenagers. Let's stop playing now.
Okay.
Stop fucking around.
Now, here's the thing, though. You realize that some of these women who are criticizing Lori Harvey are probably still listening to Robert Kelly molesting ass.
So we don't talk about him here.
Well, I
don't see nothing wrong.
I will walk out. But
we're not doing that here.
Right, but here's the
So
thing.
can I step in the name of love?
Hell no.
No, we're not stepping in the name of love.
Yeah.
What about sex in the kitchen? We're about to step.
No.
Well, he's probably getting sexed
But
up
you know
in the
what?
prison.
You know what? And I've said this, like, and I've come up off of it all over the past few months. Like, I'm done with cancel culture. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Like, I'm done not listening to R. Kelly's music because shit do pop on, and sometimes I don't have. It's like, you know what, man? I'm not even gonna cancel. Like, if the shit come on, it's gonna come on. You know, just like a lot of y'all out here trying to cancel Chris Brown and fucking Trey Songz and all this. No.
Now,
If y'all not gonna cancel the dude that was pissing on little girls, y'all gonna forgive Chris Brown for what he did. Rihanna forgave him.
They did a song together called KKK after the incident,
Speaking
like 3
of,
years later.
And speaking of Rihanna, Stephen A. Smith is in the news again this week.
What did big head
So
boy do
they
now?
asked him about Rihanna's performing at halftime of the Super Bowl, and he's like, he didn't say he wasn't looking forward to it. He gave her all the props in the world, but the fact that he said that she wasn't Beyonce, and people went crazy. Hey, look, I am a member of the Beehive. I ain't mad at what he said. But you just can't. It's just certain shit you just can't say.
Well, Stephen A. took the Skip Bayless approach by saying dumb shit at the wrong time.
I ain't mad at him. I'm not mad at what he said because I am a card-carrying member of the Beehive. And she's not Beyonce.
Right.
To me, B is
B. But here's the thing. You don't have to. You can listen to Pizzle. You can listen to me. And you don't have to compare neither one of the two. You can enjoy both. I think
I do enjoy both.
I do enjoy.
I enjoy both.
You can have your favorite. I can have mine. I love B, but Rihanna too. But the thing about it is that you not. But sometimes there's some things you're not supposed to say.
I'm gonna say this: they don't react. Hey, I've seen the way women go crazy when Get Me Bodied and single ladies come on in the spot.
Yeah, I seen it.
I don't know if they do that to Pon the Replay or Shine Bright Like a Diamond or Umbrella. Right. I'm just saying.
bitch better have my money.
I'm just saying, I don't see him go
Man, that
crazy.
is one of my favorite.
I don't see him go
love the video
crazy to that.
concept to bitch better have my
I don't
money.
see him go crazy to that. I done been in spots and they done did a whole Beyonce
Hey
set
man,
and the
what
dance,
shit?
and the dance floor been packed. When Get Me Body, I'm just like when Get Me
Isn't
Body.
there a
come
line
on.
dance to that shit? Get Me Body.
No, that's when she call out all the dances and everybody be out there doing the dance.
Right,
I mean,
but-
Drunken Love. I mean, they be out there getting it popping to Drunken Love. I don't see them doing that to Umbrella or Disturbia. I'm just saying.
So
I'm just saying.
but the thing about it is that Rihanna has a different
fact-
type of voice, and Beyonce
You know
has
what?
a different type of voice. Listen,
I don't see them doing TikToks to Rihanna songs, but they are TikToking to Beyonce shit. Like
The Robitussin.
they is getting it popping to the Beyonce shit. I don't know what the name of the song is. I still don't know the name of the song, but I know they be doing the little shit. I be out there. I be doing it with them. Like,
exactly.
shit. Like, I'm just saying.
You know, weddings go crazy, especially,
Single Ladies comes on at every
And then-
wedding that I've been to since 2012. And when Get Me Body comes on, they are all out there and they is all
Exactly.
jamming. They all dropping down low and sweeping the flow with it. They all stopping and cooling off. They is doing all of this just to Beyonce. So I'm not mad at what Stephen A. said. But what I am mad about is the fact that his ass got on TV and apologized. No, nigga, you meant what you said. I am so sick.
Why did it, like, the thing about it, if you're going to apologize,
They
just
wouldn't-
don't say it in the first damn place.
They went at him. He apologized because Rihanna's people went at the Navy went at him.
Yeah, they will.
I mean, I'm a little bit a part of Rihanna's Navy. I love Rihanna's music. I love Rihanna. Rihanna is like the seventh most beautiful woman in the world to me.
She's very, very,
She is
very,
gorgeous.
she's very attractive.
She is gorgeous, fine, every word that means good looking woman. Rihanna is one of those. But I'm just saying. I don't hear Rihanna when I go to wedding receptions, black or white.
Exactly. But
I do hear single ladies when I go to black and white weddings.
You do.
I'm just-
Beyonce just appeals to
So I'm
everybody.
just saying,
but
and Break My Soul is a bop. Y'all got Beyonce fucked
I
up. She
played
made
that
a whole
last
new.
night.
She played a whole new. She dropped a whole
Right.
new genre of shit on there, and she's still her. Like,
Right, she is.
I'm not mad at Stephen A. I'm not.
Just the thing about it is there's like it's just a lot of stuff that Stephen A sometimes steps in.
But you know what?
He stepped in it big time when he picked Tampa Bay over Dallas.
When you're on when you're on TV and you're doing a debate show, when you're on 5 days a week, you're tackling 10 topics a day. You're not gonna hit on all of your topics a day, and that's the beauty of this business. That's the beauty of what you're doing. Like, I'm not right all the time. I mean, I'm right about 78% of the time. I'm still shooting a good percentage. I'm a splash brother when it comes to this shit.
Right.
I'll be right more than I'll be wrong. But you're not gonna be right 100% of the time.
Oh, yeah,
My thing with Stephen A. Smith, he will get on and say some profound shit on Monday, and on Wednesday he'll stick his fucking foot in his mouth. He does it all the time. Anytime something with the DeMar Hamlin thing, like he came out and he killed it, and I think that same week he said something stupid. I can't even remember it.
I think that does he do it on purpose?
I don't think he does it on purpose. I do think he means a lot of what he says.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's show business. Same thing with Skip Bayless. It's all show business. You don't last in this game as long as those two have. Skip Bayless has been around for 50 years. Stephen A. Smith has been around this and going on 25 plus years.
25 plus, yes.
They're around for a reason, and just
you know what? I think Skip built his reputation on being hated because when he came out with that tweet, everybody is like T.O., Dwight Howard, Steven Jackson, everybody, every black African American athlete, former athlete, podcaster, just we gonna kill you. And I think Skip feeds off that attention. And
the fact that they thought that they were going to get him canceled.
Mm-hmm.
When they forgot who the fuck he worked for.
FS1,
Fox.
Sly
Come on,
Fox.
man.
Exactly. They're not going to do it.
All right, man. Before we get out of here, man, we got to get Pizzle's picks, and we gonna get them out of the way. I didn't get to recap Wild Card Weekend, and we'll do that here. Wild Card Weekend, Super Wild Card Weekend. My bad. Last Saturday started with the San Francisco 49ers beating the dog shit out of the Seattle Seahawks. That was a blowout of a game.
Expected.
But it didn't start that way. Like halftime, it was a close one. And then San Francisco turned it on in the second half. It did turn out to be a purdy game, right, Tim?
Purdy.
It was a purdy ass game.
Turned out to be a purdy. I do want to salute Geno Smith, comeback player of the year. He has to be comeback player of the year.
Yeah, got to be.
Because this dude was outcasted. He was a second round pick. He started in New York. He played like shit. Ended up going to the other New York team. Ended up out with the Chargers. Left the Chargers. Ended up with Seattle, being Russell Wilson's backup for years. And nobody thought that he was ever going to play again. They traded for Drew Lock to be the starter, and he beat him out. And Geno ended up taking the starting position and leading that team to the playoffs. That alone, like, give that man some money.
There's got to be a fucking parallel universe where Geno Smith has a better year than Russ.
We got to be living in the Matrix. We got to be living in the Matrix.
Where is Neo when you need?
We got to be living in the Matrix.
Morpheus is right the fuck here. Shout out Larry Fishman.
The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Los Angeles Chargers. I don't want to talk about it. I'm so pissed. I should have.
Did you bet on that game?
I should have. I should have picked, like, at halftime. I should have picked Jacksonville to make the comeback win. I should have put $10 on it, man. I'd have probably won like $5,000. I should have.
If you're the Chargers right now. Tampa Bay just let go of Byron Leftwich as the offense coordinator.
I posted about that.
You need to pick his. Yeah, you did.
Stop stealing my post, man. I was gonna say that. Y'all gotta stop stealing my sauce, and y'all gotta stop stealing my sauce and changing the recipe.
Or him or Brian Flores. Somebody, please get these. Oh, by the way, the Chargers need to get a fucking running game for real.
Austin Eckler's cool. But the Chargers, they lose. They blow a 27-0 lead. The Buffalo Bills beat the Miami Dolphins. That was a pretty good game, which I wasn't expecting to be. The bookies did lose out on that one. I mean, the line was 14, and the margin of victory was not that. The New York Giants beat the Minnesota Vikings. That was a damn good game. The Cincinnati Bengals beat the Baltimore Ravens in another game, which was a damn good game. And I believe if Lamar Jackson would have played, the Baltimore Ravens probably would have won that game. And that game probably would have been in Baltimore had Lamar been healthy and been able to play. And the Dallas Cowboys beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I did pick that one. The only games that I missed the Chargers game, and I missed the Vikings. I thought the Vikings was going to get that game at home. But let's get to these divisional playoff games.
Go right ahead. Let's go.
These Saturday games, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I am not betting against Pat Mahomes, so I got Kansas City.
It's hard to bet. Like, Trevor Lawrence made a stunning comeback against the Chargers in Jacksonville. The Cinderella slip ends here midnight. Kansas City, KC.
Who we got, Tim? You gonna pick Jacksonville again?
No, you don't see the tomahawk chop. I think Jacksonville got a good ass run. I think they probably gonna make this game exciting, but I don't think it'll be their result.
Pat Mahomes is from another damn planet. From the planet Arm. He is not from this planet.
And another thing about Jacksonville, they are here. They weren't supposed to get here this early. They're early. They weren't supposed to be here.
Well, look at the AFC South.
They weren't supposed to be here.
Look at the AFC South.
I know. But they weren't supposed to be here.
True.
They are early, and they get Calvin Ridley next year.
I mean,
to add to Travis Etienne, to add to Christian Kirk, to add to Zay Jones, and they're probably going to add some more people because they got mad cap room. So Jacksonville is here, y'all.
All right. The thing about it is, like, between Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert in that game, did you expect a Head and Shoulders commercial to pop out with the hair bowl?
Yeah, it was the Pert Plus Bowl.
Pert Plus.
100%. Wash and go, Pert Plus. Let's go.
Next.
The Herbal Essence Bowl.
Exactly.
All right, the next game, the New York Giants travel to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to Danny Dimes for having a hell of a game last week, but the road stops here. Give me Philly.
I picked Philly to go to the Super Bowl. I am not about to rest on that laurel. I mean, Daniel Jones, nobody expected him to get them this far, him and Saquon, but the buck stops here. Jalen Hurts and them Philly and A.J. Brown are going to tear their ass up.
Tim?
I always like when the Giants have this type of record going into the late to the season. It's always unexpected. So they always come out like we ain't got nothing to lose anyway. So they ball out. But I think Philly got it.
Right.
And on Sunday, the rematch of the game that was cut off on Monday night due to the tragedy that happened. The Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. I am taking the Buffalo Bills, and I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. And I sat with this for a week, and I was like, should I say this? But I was like, no, fuck it. I'm going to say it because I cannot be canceled. I think DeMar Hamlin is going to be at this game. They're going to pan up to the owner's box, and DeMar Hamlin is going to be sitting in the owner's box. And not only is he going to be sitting in the owner's box, he's going to be wearing a fucking T. Higgins jersey. If you know, you know. Give me Buffalo.
You know what? I am not going to go up against that. Buffalo's my other pick to go to the Super Bowl. And I think the reason why they're going to go to the Super Bowl is because they're going to ride the emotional wave. They're in Buffalo. I mean, I love Joe Burrow. The Browns should have waited and picked Joe Burrow the year when he got drafted.
They wasn't bad enough to choose Joe Burrow at that time.
Right. But the thing about it is that I love Joe Burrow, but they got lucky against Baltimore, against the backup quarterback. Josh Allen, that Buffalo Mills Mafia is going to be in the building, and this is probably not going to be even close. And
I think it's going to be close.
It's probably going to be close, but it's the emotion of that Buffalo
It's going to be a one-score game. It's going to be a one-score game.
The emotion of the Buffalo fans. DeMar Hamlin is going to be there. Yeah, wearing the T. Higgins jersey. Shout out to both of them. And but the Bills going to win that.
And if y'all have a problem with me saying that DeMar Hamlin is going to be there wearing the T. Higgins jersey, my inbox is open. We can talk about it.
They shouldn't. If they have a problem with you, they have a problem with me.
If they get it, I mean, people get it.
People get it. But
this is show business.
But the thing about it is, let me just say this. If you have a problem with him, you got a problem with me when he said that. So my inbox is open too. Nobody want to fuck with me, especially after 10 o'clock, because I'll be sleepy and will say any goddamn thing I want to say.
Tim, who you got?
So I think what's going to happen is Waterboy is going to suit up and DeMar Hamlin is going to be in the game.
If that happens, if they try him out there on some Willis Reed shit, if he come out there in uniform, I'm done.
It's over.
I'm done. Like, my Super Bowl pick and all of that shit is going to be out of the fucking window. Because if that dude suits up, if they try him out there on some Willis Reed shit, it's over.
Right.
It is over. Just over. Like, done.
I think the Bills definitely got
Buffalo.
Yeah.
And the final game of the week, we got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to take on the San Francisco 49ers. This is like the rivalry of my generation. This is my generational rivalry.
Prime switching from San Francisco to Dallas the next year.
90s.
The 90s, the Nyko Irvin, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Steve Young, Ricky Waters, all the big names probably going to be there.
You go ahead. You make your pick. Go ahead.
I got an upset special on this one. As much as I don't like the goddamn Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to take the upset. I'm going to go with Dallas. 3-point close game.
Interesting.
But I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Their kicker, like that is poetic justice, and that is redemption at its finest. For their kicker to miss 4 extra points, and for him to come out, and I did say that to a 49ers fan. They was talking shit about the kicker. I said, he going to fuck around and kick the game-winning field goal and knock y'all out. But I'm picking the 49ers. I got the 49ers going to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick with that. I got the 49ers winning that just because they are the most complete team that's left.
They are. But my father loves the Cowboys he loves the old Cowboys. Tom Landry.
I'm a Michael Irvin. I'm a Michael Irvin fan.
I am too.
In particular, like if y'all have ever read the book by Jeff Pearlman, Boys Will Be Boys, Y'all don't understand why I'm such a fan of Michael Irvin. Y'all just got to read the book. Like, I ain't even going to reveal it like that. And Charles Haley is a nasty motherfucker. Y'all just got to read it. Y'all just got to read that shit. Who you got, Tim? Cowboys, 49ers?
Man, I've been saying this all season. It's going to be a party game out there, boy.
Going to go with 49ers.
Yeah, you know what? And if leave Brock Purdy alone. Don't try to put Tom Brady in that seat. Tom Brady, don't do that. Don't put him in the Raiders either.
Brady's gonna retire or he's going to the Raiders. The Raiders are gonna have a new quarterback next year.
We know that.
And he's gonna be wearing the number 12, and his name is gonna be either Brady or Rodgers. One of the two. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in. I want to thank my guy Larry Gardner for showing up.
Thank you for having me, Don.
Let them know where they can find you at, my brother.
All right, Wednesdays, the headline WNRV1081.com, Nerve DJs Network. Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursdays on www.voiceradio.com from 8 to 9. And then after I do my show, I listen to Club Pizzle on Redline Radio LLC.
That's what I'm talking about.
I always listen. When I catch the tail end, I always try to send my shout outs. And I'm glad I'm here. And I wanted to be here in the place to be. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I really appreciate it, man. That's very humbling.
No problem.
I want to thank everybody again, man, for y'all continued support of my show and of this platform. Y'all want to see some shit for my birthday? I'm going to be posting my Cash App up here real soon. Y'all can send me some shit for my birthday. Hell, y'all be sending these women who be busting it wide open on OnlyFans and making $12,000 a day. So
I wonder if Megan Hall gonna have an OnlyFans.
If she's smart, she would.
Right. She ain't got no job no more. She ain't a cop no more.
I mean, if this was 10 years ago, Vivian would have already offered her something.
True.
I said something wrong? I mean,
you didn't. You didn't. Hey. Better you than me, because I think most of the women in Cleveland hate my guts. But that's just my personal experience.
Most of the women in Cleveland hate their own guts. All right, man. I want to thank everybody again, man, for listening to another episode. I want to thank my guy Larry Gardner for coming through. Make sure y'all tune in to me next week. That is going to be another, like, a birthday celebration. I'm going to be here. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to recap the divisional playoffs. I'm going to talk some NBA shit because I believe the All-Star voting is getting ready to come to a close. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Peace.
Peace.